I'm so happy to hear that you're able to go on that trip to Hawaii on that date. The fact that we're all going to be able to go on this trip as a family is just wonderful, and I'm really looking forward to it. But Grant, is this really going to be okay? Doesn't Sandy just want this trip to be for the two of you instead of all of us? I'm sure that she does want it to be only us going. But I think she'll be able to understand why I want all of us going. Also, this time is a little different than most other trips, right? This time, I'm trying to bring Mom back out with us, and so the whole point is to spend family time with everyone. Sandy just mentioned that she wanted to come on this trip as well with everyone else. So that's why she's coming along. Her and I already went on one really expensive trip as well last year. So I doubt this will bother her any. Is that right? Well, as long as this is alright with you, then I feel alright about coming. I'm the one paying for the whole trip this time, so she really doesn't even get a say in the end on it. I heard about all of that from Mom already, and I feel bad. Can you at least let me pay for the flights or something like that? Well, I'd really like to pay for everything from start to finish this time around, okay? I'm asking you to please let me handle all the bills on this vacation, and for you and everyone else to just enjoy it. I suppose I'll have to then. I'd really love to at least put a little money into the trip, but I understand what you want. If you really don't want anyone else putting any money into this, then I'll have to respect that. Thank you, Grant. I'll really be looking forward to taking off on that trip soon.
All of you really need to get a hold of yourselves. What makes you think you could just butt into this vacation that was meant for the two of us? I can't even believe why you both think it's fine to even sit down for meals with us and order off our bill. Making my husband pay for everything like this is an all expenses paid kind of deal. Kent, is this the kind of behavior you think an older brother should have?
Excuse me? What are you going on about all of a sudden? Grant said that he was willing and wanting to pay for everything on this trip, so I'm only respecting his word on that. So can you tell me why something between him and his family has you all up in arms now?
I'm even more surprised about the fact that he even let the two of you on this trip in the first place with us. And when we went out for this first dinner, I thought at the very least you or your mom would be willing to pay for all our meals as a thank you for letting you come out to Hawaii with us. I really did think that one of you two, or the both of you, would be paying, and that's why I ordered all those expensive appetizers and drinks, but I was wrong. Why is Grant the only one that has to pay for everything?
It's not that he has to pay for any of us, actually. He told both myself and our mom that he wants to be the one to pay for everything. So we're letting him do as he asked. And what do you mean you ordered all those expensive dishes and drinks when you thought it'd be us paying? That's a little bit... well, it just doesn't sound very nice of you.
Why wouldn't I order all the most expensive things when I don't even have to pay? What's so wrong about that, Kent? And as for you two, that restaurant wasn't cheap. So you both did the same thing by coming along and even ordering anything there, all because my husband is a lawyer, right? You think you can use him as your wallet or something? Is this due to the two of you being absolutely moneyless and that's why you need to leech off my husband?
What are you talking about?
I even heard that Grant's having to pay for the plane tickets and the hotels. Am I right? Does that not seem messed up to you? Do you poor people plan to keep on living off my husband like parasites when we get back home as well?
Sandy, are you drunk or something? There can't be any other reason for you saying such rude things about all of us, right? No, I think that it'd be best for you if you just calm down a little bit and come back to me when you've had a little time to think.
You think I could just calm down while something like this is going on with my husband's money? I know that both you and your mom are planning on using up even more of my husband's money even after this vacation, right? You actually think I'm just going to let the two of you poor losers live on Grant's income like that?
Huh? The only reason we're on this trip with you both right now is because Grant invited the two of us, so we accepted his invite. Yet, you're going to become this upset over something as simple as that?
An invitation, huh? I know that the two of you forced him to bring you guys along. And since Grant is the kindest man I know, he couldn't say no to you both forcing that idea on him. I know that in reality this trip was just meant to be for the two of us to enjoy more time together alone. Well, if you both think that you can keep on using up my husband's and my money, you're wrong.
Sandy, neither my mom nor I plan to use any more of your guys' money than Grant is allowing. And the reason for this current trip is that Grant wanted all of his family together while we enjoy the beautiful islands of Hawaii. So both my mom and I followed along in his plan and joined him on this very generous vacation. So I'd like for you to stop taking jabs at the two of us when we've done nothing wrong.
You both are using up our money to live like you're royalty here, you parasites.
You're taking things way too far here.
I'm only telling the truth, right? If I'd known that you and your mom would end up latching onto my husband like this and leeching off everything we've worked so hard for, I would have never married him. I had thought that I won the lottery by finding a man who loves me, who also turned out to be a lawyer and would bless me with a life full of money and wonders. I at least expected that we'd be able to save up a lot of money and go on a bunch of exotic vacations together. After all, right after marriage, he was forcing me to save up a bunch of his money instead of spending it all on the really nice brands I wanted. I thought that money would be going to something like a really huge surprise trip for me or something like that. But now I'm left wondering why he's brought both of his moneyless family members along with him, and it's starting to drive me nuts. I have no idea what's even going on here now.
My family has always been a group of pretty frugal people. So I don't think him asking you to save his money for the future was meant for any sort of surprise or something similar to that.
I don't care whether he's a bit frugal or not. I understand the truth now, and that's what I'm going to act on now.
What is this truth you're talking about?
He saved up all his money by both you and your mom so that you guys can leech off of it. You're both his heavy and unnecessary bags. So I'd like the two of you poor losers to leave us, and then after you've made it back home, to cut ties to us. All you both are is two piles of trash that are blocking our marriage from being so amazing.
I get that you're trying to paint both my mom and I as two terrible people by saying things such as that. But have you even taken a moment of your time to talk with Grant about all of this? How about instead of running your mouth around me, you go have a talk with him? I'm sure he'll give you a very good explanation on all of this.
I'll get an explanation from him after all this is over, but first I need the two of you to go home. It's pissing me off that two parasitic relatives of my husband are here right now on this Hawaii trip feeding off of all of our money. How about you guys stop forcing your brother to pay for you guys' vacations and make some money to pay for your own?
We'll head back home, but you're going to regret this, Sandy.
You think I'd actually do something as ridiculous as regret sending you both away for good? Please!
Well then, let's end it here. I don't have time to talk with you about all of this anymore. We'll get our own hotel for tonight, and then head back home tomorrow. My mom and I have had enough of your childish behavior.
Goodbye now! And then, make sure that neither of you ever come back into my husband's and my life ever again, okay?
I think we'll be meeting with Grant every now and again, but in your case, we'll never have to worry about seeing you. Now, have a wonderful rest of your trip.
Where are the two of you right now? Please don't tell me that you both left Hawaii already.
We are just about to take off. What do you want with us now, though?
Grant is furious with me right now. Did you end up saying something to him about last night?
Well, him figuring out about how the two of us are leaving probably pissed him off pretty badly. You ended up using a very selfish and childish reason for wanting the two of us gone. and then told us to both get out of Hawaii and never talk to either of you again, right?
I wasn't being selfish when I told you both that. I just had been worried about my husband's and my money is all. And since him and I still have a long future ahead of us, we have a good reason to be worried, right?
You have no idea what's been going on here.
Huh?
Did you know that the only reason your husband is a lawyer right now is not due to his own dedication? After failing again and again at those exams he was taking, my mom and I went to him and forced him to keep going, even though he wanted to give up. So the reason he wanted a trip like this where he's paying for the both of us is as a thanks for pushing him past his limits and to a point where he could pass those exams.
You're telling me it's because of you and your mom that he's a lawyer? How the hell could you guys help him afford to take so many exams? You still have to live with your mom because you both barely have enough money as it is.
You could say that it's easier for me to get my job from my mom's house. But there's also the fact that I worry about my mom living all alone at her age. So those are the two reasons I'm living with her still. It has nothing to do with money. My mom still has a lot of the money that my father left behind for her after he passed away. And I'm working a pretty well-paying job. I've already made plans to get married to the woman of my dreams here soon. And after that, I'll be having a new house built for all of us. I'm sure you had no idea about any of this, nor about the fact that I'm working for a very popular company, and in a high managerial position there.
Huh? Who is?
I told you that I am. I get that you're trying to put me down by calling me poor and moneyless, but you're not in the position to be calling someone like me poor.
But you're in your 30s now and are still living with your mom and not even married yet. I thought that you were just some moneyless loser living in your room all day.
And before you started to have such baseless and rude ideas like that, you should have talked to me first. And by this point, I'm sure that Grant has already explained all of this to you, right?
Now that you're mentioning it, I feel he did say something about this before. But I thought he was just going on about some crap that didn't really mean anything, so I just ignored him. So is this all for real? You aren't just some moneyless loser?
I have no idea why you think it's totally fine to look down on someone you barely even know and have the balls to make fun of your own family like you have. I could go on over 100 trips to Hawaii if I really wanted to, Sandy. But I never really cared to. Until Grant came to me one day with all the plans laid out for a trip he wanted to take with all of his family. And both my mom and I were happy to see him wanting to take this vacation. And that's why we agreed to go along with him.
I don't care about any of that. I just want to know why none of you guys ever told me that to begin with.
I'm sure that Grant spoke to you about all of this before the trip, Sandy. But he told me that as he talked to you about it, you just sat there staring at your smartphone like you always do, and ignored him. Is that right?
Huh?
Well, it doesn't matter now. It's just a waste of time continuing this conversation with you. We are all aware now that after this, the only thing you've ever really cared about regarding my brother is his money. And we understand that very well, Sandy. I'm sure he's even aware of that now, right?
What are you talking about? Why would I only be after his money? Are you trying to make fun of me or something now? I am not after any of Grant's money like you think I am. I was just concerned that you and your mom were after his money, and that's why I stepped in to stop you both.
Stepping in to stop his own family? Why would he need to stop us when we already have our own money? These reasons you're giving me right now aren't lining up too well, Sandy.
I did all of this for Grant's sake, for our future's sake. So why are you all attacking me over it now?
Sandy, what do you think about calming down just a tad bit? When you think about all of this with a level head, you can see that what you've done had nothing to do with Grant.
Why are you all not going to believe me? I made sure to think this all through before acting.
Alright. Go ahead and keep saying that about all of this then. But when it comes to anyone else looking at the situation, we'll all feel as though there was a different, far more selfish motive behind all you've done. You have been wanting to use up all of his money for yourself, and saw both my mom and I as being in the way of that. That's why you got rid of us, right? You hated the idea of him using his money, not even your money, to take us out for a treat to thank us, right? That right there is you acting selfishly about something that has nothing to do with you, right? If you really cared about Grant, you would have never said anything about what he was doing.
I'm sure you just see it all that way because you don't understand us. But both Grant and I have things going on of our own. And I bet he's going to understand why I did all of this when I explain it to him.
I'm sure that's going to be the case, but...
Huh? What the hell does that mean?
Grant went and had a look at the transaction history of that card he gave you to use.
Huh? Grant went and did that? Why would he do something like that? He shouldn't have had any reason to look at that until next month at the earliest.
He got a notification saying that the card had reached its spending limit. And so he had a look thinking it might have been stolen by someone. But he was mistaken. Because when he looked at everything, he realized you've been using the family card on all your spending. You've been going to all kinds of shopping malls and spending thousands and thousands on all your favorite brands. Buying so much that you went over your spending limit on that card. And just like that, we understood everything.
Are you telling me Grant was the one that saw all of that? You have to be lying, right? That's not good for me at all. Where is Grant at right now? I feel that he's left the hotel or something right now.
I can understand why he'd want to be on his own right now. Being alone in this world is a whole lot better than being with a parasite like you.
Are you calling me the parasite?
Are we talking about anyone else right now? You've been wanting all of his money for yourself, so you hate the idea of him spending it on anything that doesn't relate to you. And that's why you viewed my mom and I as being piles of trash in your guys' way, right? When you have a look at a situation like that, the only way we can describe you and your actions are that you're only caring about his money and nothing else.
No, I told you you're wrong about that. I didn't mean to do any of this for a reason like that. I mean, when I have things that I want when going on vacation, I buy them. What's so bad about that? Everyone does that, right? This was supposed to be a trip for the two of us anyway.
I'm going to be honest with you, that this trip was not meant for you. And what you're explaining to us now is not anything my mom and I care about. If Grant is okay with you spending all his money, then that's something you and him can agree on. But, as far as we could tell, you've gone way too far. Asking us not to use any more of his money and then sending us back home? All because you've been using his money up and even maxed out his family card? I think it's totally right for my brother to be upset with you now. Don't you? If you were really doing any of this for his sake, then you would have never spent that much money on things for only yourself.
Kent, how about we both settle down a bit and talk this all through?
My mom and I, and even Grant, are all calm right now. The only one that's having a bit of a panic attack right now is you, right?
Are things like the plans for this vacation at least going to still go as planned? I'm not sure where everyone has run off to, but how about we all meet up somewhere and enjoy our time here? We are all in Hawaii after all.
Right now, all of us are no longer in the mood to be on this vacation. And it looks as though Grant is already on his way out.
Huh?
It's all because of you that this whole family vacation that he had spent a long time planning has been ruined so quickly. But at least through all of his effort, we finally had a chance to learn what the real Sandy is like. I'm sure he's happy about that at least, right?
Huh, what does that mean? That doesn't sound like something good to me at all.
I think it's going to be very difficult for you two to continue as husband and wife after what's happened here. So, enjoy the rest of this trip by yourself, as it will most likely be your last time being here. The only one that was ever a parasite to Grant was you all along, Sandy.
And right after that, Grant sent a message to Sandy saying that he was going to get a divorce from her before going back home. He left her in Hawaii all by herself, and this move ruined her mental state for the rest of her time she was supposed to be enjoying there. And even after making it back home, Grant's mind had not changed about wanting to leave Sandy, and soon after he was able to get the divorce. As for that card that she ended up maxing out at $40,000, she was forced to have to pay for it, which of course she could not. She even tried running to Kent and his mom asking for their help in paying it off, but they just ignored her and left. As of right now, she's working hard to find herself a job, and hopefully she can do just that, as the sooner she finds a job, the sooner she can pay that card off without it getting more out of hand.
Today is my birthday. Didn't I tell you to come home tonight because I needed to talk to you? I also reserved dinner, so hurry up.
Please cancel dinner, because I don't want to go with an old hag like you, Gabby.
Okay, fine.
I'll go home, though, because I need to give you something.
What are you going to give me? A present? If it is, I don't want it.
It's a surprise, and I'll think you'll love it. Can't wait.
I don't want a surprise either, actually. All I want is for you to come home. Didn't I tell you what time to come home?
Yeah, and?
Do you really not want to see me?
So, you turned 45 today, huh? Wow, you are old now.
Excuse me, you're getting old also.
I'm still in my 30s.
Well, you're turning 40 next month, so there isn't that much of a difference.
There is a big difference.
Yeah, well, that's your opinion.
I want to ask younger me why I married someone 5 years older than me.
Age shouldn't matter, you know.
I would have chosen someone younger than me right now.
Well, even though you say that, you can't redo your life, so stop wasting your time complaining. Anyways, where are you now?
Why would I tell you?
Please come home. You finished work, right?
Oh my god, okay.
I'll be waiting for you. Are you serious, Miles?
Yes, get the fuck out.
So your surprise present is divorce papers?
Yeah, it's a surprise, right?
I can't believe you decided to give it to me on my birthday.
So, how does it feel to get divorce papers thrown at you and getting told that your husband is gonna remarry a 20-year-old? Now you understand that I don't need you in my life. I'm done with you. I don't need you anymore. I'm the owner of this house, so leave this house.
Well, to be honest, this is the best birthday present.
You don't need to act so tough. You just got dumped and you're gonna get kicked out, so your life may as well be hell from now on. I don't think anyone will want you because you're old and got divorced once. I feel so bad for you.
I'm not acting tough, okay? Anyways, good to hear that you're getting remarried to a 20-year-old. When is the big day?
It doesn't matter to you. Please get out of my sight.
You're acting bossy and trying to kick me out and stuff, but do you not know your place?
Yes, I do. Sorry, but I'm gonna be living happily with a young woman. What more can I ask for? Well, when are you leaving, okay? Do you fill out the divorce papers?
Yeah, I'll drop it off at the clerk's office later. Is that okay? We'll be strangers and you'll remain as the owner of the house. Is that okay?
Stop blabbing about things I don't care about. I don't need you anymore, okay? Do you not understand what I'm saying? You are 45. You're old.
You're turning 45 in 5 years, though.
It's fine because I'm a man.
I don't know what you mean, but I don't care anymore. It's a waste of time talking to you. I'm actually finished filling out the divorce papers, so I'll drop it off and leave the house.
Please do, because she is coming over soon. Wow, I am so excited to be thinking that I can start living with her.
Good for you. I hope it turns out to be like you wanted it to be.
It's gonna be a million times better than living with you.
Living with me? We didn't even see each other in the house.
Yeah, because I didn't want to see your ugly-ass face and never saw you as a woman, so I'm happy to get a divorce.
I'm actually happy to get divorced too.
Why are you happy?
Because you were cursing at me all the time?
Of course, you weren't listening to me, that's why.
Yeah. Anyways, let me ask you one more time. Are you sure you know your place now? If you don't, you must be an idiot.
Are you making fun of me? I don't deserve to be mocked by someone like you. I'm gonna live like a celebrity with her, so I'm done with you. If you understand me, then leave immediately. Sorry, it's your birthday, but I want to start living with her from today.
Sure, I'll be going.
Finally.
Are you forgetting that you live in the house that I bought for $1 billion?
I'm the owner of the house, plus I've been paying for the mortgage, so I should have no problem.
Were you seriously thinking that this whole time we were living together?
Yes?
You're joking, right?
Of course not.
You only paid the mortgage the first year. I've been paying it since then, you know.
What?
There's still $500 million of mortgage left. Why don't you talk to her first about this before bringing her here? Your monthly salary is about $1,000, right? How are you gonna pay for that?
What are you talking about? I was the one paying for it. You just covered the initial down payment.
I was paying from your bank account, but I was depositing the money beforehand every month.
You were?
Yes. You got fired a month after buying the house and were slacking off not working, and when I thought you found a job, it was just a low-payment job.
Yeah, but I had no problem living even though I didn't earn that much. Life is about having fun, right?
That's because I've been paying for everything like bills, living expenses, utilities, etc. this past 8 years. You wouldn't know because you never helped me.
Really? Sorry for that, but I should have no problem with paying those because you were able to pay for it, right?
Wow, I really respect you for being this positive even though your life sucks now. You need to pay $2,000 per month.
What? $2,000?
Yep. How are you gonna pay for it with your salary? Can't you do math, or are you just plain stupid?
Wait, I only earn $1,000 per month. Hold up! There's no way I can pay for it!
Oh, now you're realizing. Wow. Well, I'm excited to see what's going to happen to you. I'm going to grab some popcorn.
Why is this happening? I thought I was paying for it since I was the owner of the house.
When we got married, we were pretty much earning good money, so you were the owner of the house, but after getting fired, I was paying for it. Okay? Do you understand? Did I say anything confusing?
Wait, what happened to my salary then?
Why are you asking me? You probably used it. Well, I have no plan on depositing any more money, so why don't you ask your girl to pay?
My 20-year-old girlfriend?
Yes. I was cringing when you told me you were dating someone 20 years younger and also going to be relying on her for the payment. Wow. Just wow. Well, now that I left, good luck with everything, Kay? The divorce is approved, by the way. Finally.
You don't need to say that, you know.
Well, all I want to say is have fun living with your young girlfriend. I'll leave and will not contact you whatsoever.
Pick up the phone, please. I was wrong. Let's get back together. I need you.
What are you talking about? We're divorced. I don't want anything to do with you, so I will not pick up the phone.
What do you mean you don't want to do anything with me? We're husband and wife.
Didn't I just say we're divorced?
My girlfriend got disgusted with me and left after I told her everything. I can't believe this. What the hell did I do?
Really? You have a brain, so why don't you think about it? She made the right choice.
This gave me a huge wake-up call that younger girls are not for me because they don't understand crap.
Understand what?
Everything! I realize that you're the one who understands me and supports me, so please come back! Let's start over. Today is still your birthday, so, yeah, why don't we celebrate?
Damn, you're creeping me out that I'm getting goosebumps.
I'm creeping you out?
Yes! Anyways, you wished for me to leave the house and get divorced, which I did, so what more do you want from me? The divorce papers you threw at me were God's gift from heaven because I wanted to get divorced also.
You really wanted to?
But I'm glad that we didn't talk about this because I was thinking you wouldn't want to divorce me if you knew about the mortgage and all the payments.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. So you are really going to divorce me?
Of course. Sorry, but nothing changes even if you apologize. I was looking for perfect time to bring up divorce to you, but you did, so thank you.
Look, I really feel bad for cheating, but I wanted to be with someone younger because I'm old and I want to feel young. You know what I mean, right? But I realized I need you, so please come back to me.
Oh my god, I can't even find a word to say to you. Absolutely not. I will make you pay for the alimony.
What? Why?
If you have a problem, why don't you hire a lawyer? If you even have enough money, though. Well, I don't think you'll have the money from now on, so good luck with everything. Now that I'm divorced, I'll enjoy my life because I'm free.
Oh, wait, don't leave me!
I don't even want to waste time for you. Bye, asshole. I don't need you in my life anymore. Miles tried to contact me a few more times, but he didn't know that I blocked him. He had to sell the house to pay for the alimony, but since it wasn't enough and didn't have any savings left, he ended up being in debt. He had no other choice but to work a full-time job, and now he works without any breaks or vacation. Someone told me that he aged 20 years and now looks like an old man. On the other hand, since I'm stress-free, my skin cleared up and feeling so much better now. I even bought a new apartment. It's obvious he's happier now.
Louise? Where are you?
Hospital? Don't you remember what happened last night?
Nope. I was too drunk, but I remember talking to you, though.
You pushed me down the stairs, and I was carried to the hospital.
I did? Well, sorry about that. Do you have a broken bone or something?
No, I miscarried.
Wait, what? Miscarried?
Our baby is gone, Spencer.
Aw, that sucks.
What's with the attitude? Do you have any idea how hard this is for me? I've been crying all night without sleeping. Are you not going to come visit me and comfort me?
Do you want me to apologize or something? Sorry, but I have a terrible hangover, so maybe after I recover from it.
You are such a scumbag. Don't you regret what you have done?
Yeah, I do, but there's nothing I can do. If you feel sad, why don't we make another baby? How about next month, because you'll be okay by then, right?
Are you for real right now? I can't believe you.
What? I thought you'd be happy if I said that.
You don't have anything to say.
You want me to apologize, right? I'm sorry. There. Happy?
Wow. Your attitude is disgusting.
Yours too.
Excuse me? Mine?
Why are you pissed off? Everything is not my fault, you know? You decide to argue with a person who is pretty damn drunk.
Aren't you sad at all?
I am, but it can't be changed. Plus, I wasn't the one pregnant. So, why would I be sad for a kid who hasn't been born yet? All I can think right now is, damn, I drank too much.
So you care more about the hangover, more than me and the baby. Seriously?
And? Are you trying to argue with me again?
No. But all I'm going to say is this. That I will not forgive you for the rest of my life. Karma will bite you back someday.
Yeah, whatever.
2 weeks later. Spencer, where are you?
I'm grabbing a few drinks with my friends.
Again? Really? This is 2 weeks in a row. Don't you remember what happened? I bet you didn't tell anyone about this, because they will probably tell you to go home.
Hey, can I not drink and spend time with friends?
Friends are more important than me?
What are you talking about? Of course not.
Then why don't you come home early?
My friend, who I can't meet very often, is here now. You understand, right? Don't you want to spend time with that friend?
Yeah. But I won't be meeting with them after what happened last week, though. Don't you feel sad at all?
I am sad. I want to forget about this, so that's why I'm here.
You just want to get drunk, right? You have an alcohol problem.
Excuse me? No, I don't.
You always drink until you black out. And you even stopped going to the gym. That was your hobby. You should get help before it's too late.
Shut up. I don't have a problem. Can we not talk about this now? Because I'm enjoying my time right now.
Okay, you know what? I don't know how much you are going to drink, and I know that you are going to do something when you come home. So I will stay at my parents' house until you're okay.
I won't do anything. But if you want to stay at your parents' house, then that's fine with me.
You're not going to stop me?
No, because that's your choice. Don't worry, I'll take care of the house for you.
You seem excited for me to leave.
Really? I think it's just you.
Maybe so. Anyways, I will pack my bags and leave tonight.
If you need any help, reach out to me.
You're being creepy. But thanks. I should be okay, though. Make sure to not break anything in the house. Bye. A year later.
Hey, Louise, where are you?
I'm helping my mom cook right now. Did something happen?
What? You didn't get a call from the hospital about me?
Not yet. What happened?
I got into a car accident and got carried to the hospital. Come to the hospital immediately.
Wait, what? Incoming call. A few minutes later. I just talked to the doctor and I'll be there in a few minutes.
Hurry up!
Are you serious that you became paralyzed from the waist down?
Yes. I injured my spinal cord.
That really sucks for you.
What's with the attitude?
What attitude? I just said exactly what you said to me last year.
Are you still pissed off about what happened 2 years ago?
It's actually last year. Looks like you hit your head too hard because you can't even remember. Of course I'm still pissed. I told you that I will not forgive you for the rest of my life. I didn't even get an apology from you yet.
I did apologize to you.
Yeah, but not a sincere one.
Oh, come on, get over it.
It's something that you can't get over with. I might probably still remember this until I die.
Look, I can't even think about anything else right now. Do you have any idea how hard this is for me right now? I was told that I can't walk anymore.
Bet that's an excuse.
No, it's not. I'll apologize to you if you come to the hospital and take care of me.
Did you take care of me when I got hurt? You didn't. So I won't take care of you. Why don't you ask your parents?
They're both in the Philippines for their business trip, so they might arrive tomorrow or the day after.
Friends?
They're all busy.
Damn. Are they your real friends? I think they are just your drinking buddies.
Just shut up and come to the hospital right now.
I'll go if I can.
Didn't you say that you will arrive in a few minutes?
Yeah, but after you said that, I feel like not going.
What do you mean you don't want to come? You're my wife!
Yeah, and? I think I have a right to decide that. And I choose not to go. I will take revenge on you instead.
What?
I have been waiting for the perfect timing. And I guess now is the best time. The car accident was a God's gift.
Wait, what are you going to do?
You'll see.
Wait, you're scaring me. Are you physically going to hurt me?
I'm not like you, so of course not.
Don't you feel bad for me?
Not at all. Now do you know how I felt last year?
That's a different story.
It's not for me. I went through hell. I was depressed, stressed, traumatized, and I even lost 20 pounds.
Look, I'm sorry. Can you please help me?
Absolutely not. Deal with it by yourself. few days later. The doctor told me you're not doing well mentally. Is everything okay?
Are you seriously asking me that? Of course not! I'm paralyzed. Plus, I didn't know what you were going to do to me, so I was scared.
Anyways, I have a big announcement. I kept it a secret, but we are officially divorced.
What? Divorced?
Yes, I submitted the papers you gave me after the miscarriage incident and got help from the lawyer to submit necessary documents. You told me I can submit it whenever I want, so I did.
I was joking about it!
So it was a threat?
Yes! You wouldn't up, so I thought this was the best way. Why did you do this to me? I never agreed to divorce you!
Yeah, and? I'm not changing my mind. Also, I think you're hiding something from me. Right?
No, I'm not!
Who's Elise? She looks young.
How do you know her?
I knew you were cheating with her before the miscarriage incident occurred. So I went on your phone to check her. I also took screenshots of your conversations while you're sleeping.
Hey, that's an invasion of privacy!
Yeah. And you don't think that you did something bad?
No, because she's a friend of mine.
Really? Do friends say, I enjoyed spending the night together, or I want you to hold me in your arms?
My friends do. It's the same thing as saying, like, I enjoy hanging out with you.
Yeah, it sure does. And looks like you guys were sending half-naked pictures to each other.
We were just sending each other pictures of us cosplaying because we love anime.
Yeah. I doubt there are characters like that.
Yes, there are. Have you ever watched One Piece and JoJo? If you did, there are plenty of characters who look like that.
I know both. But there are no characters who wear lingerie and only underwear. Just admit that you were cheating on me.
There are characters like that, and we were just imitating our favorite scenes from it.
Please stop making excuses. I also know that she has been staying over at the house after I went to my parents' house. I have been keeping an eye on you since day one. And I went into the house while you guys were not home and took pictures of every room. Do you want to see those pictures?
You were spying on me?
Yes, I was. I needed proof. Since I had a lot of evidence, I was able to file for alimony without any problems.
I need to pay alimony?
Of course. It's indefinitely.
I have no money, though.
Don't worry. I thought that you were going to say that, so I took all of your savings. But it still didn't add up. So I sold the house.
What? I'm so confused right now.
Did I say something confusing? Well, the easiest way to say this is that you have no money and house left.
Why didn't you discuss this with me?
Is there another way to pay for the alimony? Being in debt is another option, but the nice person that I am took care of that. But what you need to worry about are your medical bills.
Why are you doing this to me?
It's your own fault.
What should I do?
Why don't you ask your parents?
What? My parents? Absolutely not. I feel bad.
Oh, so you feel bad for them and not me? Wow. I'm not surprised, though. How about Elise? I bet you that she won't help you because she has a boyfriend. You got played. She was just using you for your money.
She was?
Yes. I saw her a couple of times in town with her boyfriend. They were holding hands and kissing. Both of you are... something.
Louise, I'm so sorry. I seriously apologize from the bottom of my heart. I need you in my life. Please don't leave me. I'm regretting everything.
Sorry, but we're done from last year.
Please don't say that.
Anyways, my revenge is completed and I'm so satisfied. It's been the best feeling ever. Now, Please excuse me. I have a reservation at a French restaurant in an hour.
Can we talk about this once?
Absolutely not. Good luck paying the medical bills. And don't even think about asking me for help, okay? Bye. 2 years later.
Hey, Louise? How's everything?
Who is this?
It's Spencer.
What the hell do you want? Didn't I tell you not to contact me?
Please help me. I might need to go to a nursing home. I don't want to. I'm still young.
Why?
My parents were paying for my medical bills, but it was expensive, and they thought that the nursing home is cheaper. If you hadn't taken all of my savings, I would have still been at the hospital.
Sorry to hear that, but be thankful that your parents are helping you.
Can I ask you something? Can we get back together?
Are you serious?
Yes. I will apologize for everything. So can you too? Then let's act like nothing happened.
I didn't do anything that I need to apologize for, actually. I also remarried. I have a child, so no thanks.
What? Remarried? A child? Why didn't you tell me?
There is no need to tell you, so go find someone else if there is anyone, though.
Dump him and come back. He's probably trash.
Excuse me? You don't even know him. He is a true gentleman who actually is very caring and sincerely loves me. He was at my side when I gave birth. He is the total opposite of you.
Hey, I loved you too.
Yeah, if you loved me, you wouldn't have pushed me down the stairs. Or cheated on me. Anyways, I will never get back to you. So just give up.
Give me back my money then.
Why?
You got remarried, so you don't need my money, right?
That's for the alimony. Do you not remember what you did to me?
You betrayed me.
Betrayed? Really? Okay, you know what? I'm wasting my time talking to you, so I will excuse myself.
Wait, don't leave me!
We're done. So deal with everything by yourself, okay? Karma did bite you back. After the incident, I blocked him right after, and he now lives in a nursing home. His parents stopped helping him because he was complaining and lashing out on them how he didn't want to go to a nursing home. They told him to pay back the medical bills for the hospital and not to come back until he pays it off. He is now in debt because he needs to pay back his parents and the nursing home. I don't know if he found a new job, but I heard that since no one is visiting him, he is having a mental breakdown. If he would have been more considerate of others, everything would have ended differently.
After all that work of finally getting married and having that wedding, hearing that your husband kicked the can before you guys could even start a family is too bad. I don't think there could be any marriage more worthless than this.
What? Mom, why would you ever say something like that to me? How can you say something so heartless as that to your own daughter? Unbelievable.
Look, I only say that because the man who went and took my ugly daughter like that was really appreciated by me. Compared to your older sister, you are like a man born into a woman's body. That's just how ugly you really are. And seeing that you had finally found someone who had wanted to marry you made me feel a small sense of hope for you. Yet now you've been met with a dead husband, right? This is what happens when you mess with your fate. Maybe your father was right, saying you were better off gambling with having a life lived forever alone than going out and being with a man.
Honestly, I don't really care that you're picking on me right now because that's become the norm for me. But you don't have to say things like that about me on a day like today, for crying out loud. I can't even fathom what my future is going to be like now, after my husband left before me. Because of this, everyone that's here today is also heartbroken and sorry. Did you not see all of the people who are crying today while the funeral was in session?
Sure, I saw all of that. And you were bawling your eyes out as well. For an adult, you sure do cry like a baby would. I would love to cry now, too. I was so close to seeing what kind of a grandbaby you and your husband could make for me. Not leaving behind a single kid before dying like that. Oh, how dare he? Well, it's not like a child born from an ugly mother like yourself would have been able to look any better. So one could say I never had high hopes for them as my grandbaby anyway, all right?
Do you have any idea what the hell you're saying to me right now? Sure, I thought of you as a heartless human being in the past, but seeing how far you're taking things now, I'm in complete shock.
What are you going on about right now? The only problem that you have with me is that you're ugly and I'm not, right? I wish you had turned out a lot more like your beautiful older sister did, and you wish the same thing, don't you? I mean, you can see that I take very good care of her, right?
Your daughters are not supposed to be treated like things, though. How dare you speak of us like that? Are you saying that you've never cared for me because you don't see me as beautiful?
That's what I'm trying to say. You're just too ugly for me to want to be around. If you were like a piece of pottery, I would feel awful for whoever's horrible hands had to mold you. That's why I was really hoping you'd become a wife and get the heck out of my life for good now, you know? That's all.
For having always treated me like your servant all these years, how could you want me gone when you would just love to keep me around for the rest of your life doing all of the chores?
I would like for that. But I'd rather have you out of the house for good than use you as my maid. And the only reason I was ever doing that to you in the first place is because your older sister is too pretty to be doing chores. As an ugly woman, you're no use unless you can do all of the chores and cooking to perfection. Aren't you aware that that's the only decent thing about you?
How could you? Well, I knew all of this was going to be coming out of your mouth at some point. But to hear you saying it on the day of my husband's funeral, I never thought this could happen to me.
Because you were sitting over there acting all important, crying the loudest out of everyone else. I thought it was time for me to tell you that this family isn't as soft as you might think. I'm telling you right now, no matter how sad you are, I will not let you have a break. Now you can forget about ever coming back to my family after that childish act you had today.
What the hell do you mean?
If your husband is going to die like that right after you both got married, then you're nothing more than a stranger to us now. Don't you ever come back to my house. You go and live with your husband's poor family from now on.
What? Are you sure that's okay with you? Wait, then you're okay with me keeping his last name and everything?
Well, of course I'm okay with that. You're just a stranger to me. And no matter what happens to you from now on, you can't come back to us for help. Even if you go starving, that has nothing to do with us. You go out and find your own work now, and find another man if you please. It means nothing to me.
Thank you so much, Mom. All right, that's just what I'm going to do.
What? What the heck? Why do you seem all happy about this? Now is not the time for you to act tough about this. I already know that there is not another man or family on this planet that would want someone so brainless, someone so ugly, and someone so unskilled as you. So don't you be getting carried away faking that happiness now.
Don't worry about me. I will finally be able to go out and focus on all the things I've been wanting to do. So I won't ever bother you guys ever again. Goodbye forever now.
Frey, are you feeling all right? I know when I left the house and you earlier, you weren't really wanting to eat anything, but is there anything that you feel like you can eat today? If there's anything you'd like me to pick up for you to eat while I'm out, don't be afraid to ask me, okay? Yogurt, ice cream, pizza, eggs, anything is all right.
Mother? Thank you so much for asking me about how I'm doing. This morning was pretty tough for me, but right now I'm feeling a lot better, and think I'll be good for the rest of the night.
Things like morning sickness have been around forever in women. I can even remember how hard it was for me to be morning sick while carrying my son, so I'm sure the same can be said for you. Well, don't worry, because you can rely on us whenever you need. I know that I won't be able to really take away the sickness you'll be feeling a lot of the time, but I can be by your side to take care of and support you any time.
I am so thankful for both the support you and Father give me. Even now, I'm feeling so much stronger than I was weeks ago. And I can finally think about things like I'm not alone.
What are you saying, Frey? You were never alone, and we will make sure that you never feel that way again. Remember, my husband and I are your family now, so you can ask us for anything and everything anytime you want. But of course, having some time to yourself is always an important thing, so please don't worry about telling us to leave you alone and get the kind of refreshment you may need. We will support you with things like money and such, so take a weekend to go on vacation if you have to. Well, maybe wait until after you get over your bout of morning sickness.
Just hearing you say all those things to me means a lot. Thank you so much again. Realizing just how warm and loving of a place your family really is has left me feeling so thankful towards you both. Having lost your son must have been such a painful time for the both of you, like it was and still is for me. Yet you both have been focusing on so much on me, with all the love that you gave to him.
What are you talking about? You're the very special person that our son chose to make part of this family. However, our son lost a lot of the time he was supposed to have loving and making a large family with you. I'm pretty sure that's left you in even more pain than the both of us. My husband and I both regret not being there to protect the both of you like we should have at the time, and that is exactly why, at this moment, we would both like to do everything we can for you. That is what my husband and I want to do.
Thank you so very much. Hearing you say all of that about us, it makes me so happy. And this small life that your son has left behind with me. I promise to do everything I can to take care of it.
Yes, please, do that for everyone. To my husband and I, that is our precious son's baby. And we will be helping you raise it whenever you need us around. Of course, you are its mother, even if it's going to become our grandbaby. So you can do whatever you'd like with them to turn them into the human you'd like them to become. We will do whatever it takes to support you both. You don't have to worry about anything anymore because we're both here for you guys.
Mother, after all you said, all the worries I had before have just left me. You know just as well as I do how hard it has been to go through the loss of my husband and everything. And that with things like the baby and my morning sickness from them, my life has really been a nonstop battle. So it does really help me a lot to hear that you'll be supporting this baby and I from now on. But are you sure you'll be able to do everything for me?
I can understand you doubting us some, but you don't have to worry about it. It's one thing to say I'd do everything for a stranger, but when it's for my own family, I mean it dearly. As long as we're with one another, support one another, and love one another, we will be okay. And even if you are still new to this family, that doesn't matter to my husband and I. So I believe that hearing all of this from me will really help you relax, and I hope it doesn't bring you any further worry.
Family. It's supposed to feel warm, right? Family. And that's why your son was such a warm and loving man to me. For some reason, because of him, I've finally been able to find out what a family really is.
Frey, it seems that you had a really hard time with your own family, right? And now it seems you're no longer connected to any of them. But I don't think you need to be sad about that, all right? Because you now have yourself a brand new family that loves you. From now on, I promise that we'll help make you happy.
Thank you so much for taking me into your family like this. I'm sure that when my baby arrives, they are going to require a lot of our time. But please, help me out with whatever challenges we have.
Where the heck are you right now? Do you think you can come out and help your mom and us out?
What are you talking about? I thought that we cut ties to one another already. So asking me to come and help you now? What makes you think you can decide what the rules of cutting ties are? I'm not going to help any of you, so please stop talking to me forever now.
What the heck do you think you're saying to your own mother right now? At this point in time, we're really struggling over here. You're all on your own now and don't have to use that much money on yourself. So the only one who can actually help us right now is you.
So you need my help with money now, right? Well, I already told you no. Also, if you're going to ask me for money right now, I say hell no to that. I really won't be helping any one of you anymore, so leave me be.
Listen to me. I didn't think that something like this would ever happen in the first place. Your father has gotten himself into $8 million worth of debt.
I knew that was going to happen. I kind of figured that would be the amount of money he'd borrow.
What? How come you say that? Did you know about this?
Well, it was just a small hunch that I had. But that has nothing to do with me at all, especially now. And since you said you cut ties to me, I feel like I got off all right. I never said anything about my hunch there, but I guess not even your own husband did either.
Huh? So you all were his accomplice in this?
Before you start saying complete nonsense now, how about you think of what the word accomplice is meant to be used for? I just knew about the kind of unfortunate soul he was is all. He would always believe in the most crazy of stories instantly. And even before I started to have that small hunch, he was taking a lot of money and going out to spend it on slots and would come home in the middle of the night broke, right? And that's why I never really had any hope for him from the start. Well, with some luck, he was at least able to buy himself the house. And that was enough to make you happy since you're so shallow, and then you never suspected a thing out of him again. I thought that was a pretty good thing for the both of you for a long time.
What are you going on about? I never heard anything about all that stuff.
Well then, that means there's always been something wrong with the both of you as a married couple then. Now, you go and ask him why things are the way they are now, because I have nothing to do with you all anymore.
For the time being, just get your ass back to this house. And you start working for the sake of this family right now.
This family? Don't start making me chuckle there. I have never thought of you guys as my family anymore, and I won't sacrifice my own time working for you all either. Actually, how about you ask your daughter to handle everything for you guys? Your favorite little beautiful daughter, right? You never once cared about me before, so why are you complaining about wanting me back now?
That's because you are a lot more serious when it comes to working than she is. And, well, she ended up finding a serious man and has left this house now. I felt at first that he wasn't going to be a good husband for her, and so I told her that she couldn't marry him. And when I told her that, she ran away from the house, and I haven't been able to get a word out of her since. I have no idea where she's even at right now.
To be frank, all I can think about this right now is that it sucks to be you. Now you're starting to see that this is the type of family you let yourself make. I only ever knew about that fake family you had put together, so there wasn't much doubt coming from me about it. But after getting married and becoming a part of my husband's family, I've realized a lot of terrible things about you all. Where I had been living for the past 2.5 decades was not a family filled with love. It was just a family that would only care for those that had the most value to their name. Like everyone in it was an item to its owner.
So, have you gotten along well with your in-laws, have you? If that's the case, then could you ask them to lend us a bit of money for the time being? If you let them know that your parents are in a bit of a pinch at the moment, I'm sure they can fork some cash over.
Would you go screw off or something?
What?
Have you even been listening to anything I just said? And you thinking it's okay to cause my husband's family a bunch of trouble now because of your problems? You are so embarrassing that I don't even want to talk with you anymore. The fact that I had to have you offer parents makes me feel like a lost cause.
You're saying all of that even though your father and I did so much in order to raise you into the adult you are now? Are you trying to say that you're not thankful for any of that?
Up until I got married, I was giving you and your husband money the whole time, right? And from elementary school all the way until the end of high school, I was having to do all of the cleaning in the house, right? Don't you freaking dare tell me that I have to repay you still for what you guys did for me.
I had to go through hell carrying you in my womb before giving birth to you. Are you still going to tell me that you're not thankful for that?
If you're going to patronize me that much for everything in the past, then maybe you should have tried a bit harder to make me feel like I should be thanking you. You're the one who told me I was out of your family, right?
Frey, so you're really going to go through with saying that to me? Then you'd better remember this one thing, please. Currently, you're being cared for by your in-laws, right? If that's the way you're going to talk to me now, then I'm going to make you regret it all.
What the hell are you even saying? I'm telling you right now, don't do anything strange or stupid. Now you've really gone and done it, haven't you? How dare you light my in-laws' freaking house on fire like that? I hope your ass doesn't even get the chance to plead insane when you're taken to court.
What are you talking about, Frey? I never did anything at all to your in-laws' house. Are you trying to say that I've gone and committed some form of arson?
There's no use in trying to play dumb this time. We have you clear as day on the security cameras committing the crime.
What? Security cameras? There were security cameras on a house as simple as that one?
You call it simple? This house is 5 times bigger than the one you are all living in. Now you tell me what the hell you were trying to achieve with that.
What I was trying to achieve? Well, since I've already been found out, there's no point in keeping this a secret. I was trying to cook the 3 of you up inside that house. And even if I hadn't killed you all, the only option you would have had after losing the house was coming to rely on me, right? However, we happen to be in a lot of debt here now. So if you were going to be relying on us for help, we'd have to rely on you all for help as well.
So you really are insane. Who the hell would come to you for help after burning their whole house down?
Well, I suppose that wasn't the best choice in order to get what I wanted. And honestly, I never thought you'd all figure me out so easily. But hey, I was still able to destroy a portion of the house, right? While that's all being repaired, I'll allow the 3 of you to come and live here. But of course, you're going to have to help us pay off all this debt.
Honest to God, are you even listening to what the hell I'm saying right now? You're not going to be helped if you're trying to kill us in that house fire. And now you're going to be sent in even more debt after pulling such an idiotic stunt as that one.
Really? Then what are you 3 going to do now? Is there anywhere else for you all to live at this moment? And starting soon, there's going to be a bad storm that will last for 4 days. A lot of the roof was lost in that fire, so it's going to be quite a pain having to stay there in the rain and thunder, right?
Listen here, you bitch. That fire went and burned through a lot more of it than you think, and we can't live in it at all now. And that is going to make the news pretty soon here.
What? I was really able to burn down that much of the house?
Had we not been able to have realized the place was on fire as soon as we did, or had one of us been sleeping, you would really have hell to pay. Did you not freaking realize that what you were doing was freaking stupid before you threw that first Molotov through the window?
Well, too late for you to be telling me that now. Well, I wouldn't have minded 1 or 3 of you dying in the fire. At least for now, none of you were inside to die, right? Now, since you seem to not be as fazed by the fire as you seem to want me to believe, that must mean that not as much of the house burnt down after all.
Go and freaking screw yourself right now, you old hag. Don't think that what you've done is going to get you anywhere close to your goal soon.
What the hell? Who do you think you are, still talking to your mother like that? As my child, your one and only job is to listen to whatever the hell I tell you. I guess your father and I spoiled you a bit too much now. Just shut your damn mouth now and get your ass home. And the reason all of that had to happen to your in-laws' place is because of you. Had you just listened to me the first time and come home, they wouldn't have had to lose it.
I'm telling you to stop blaming other people for your own freaking problems right now. My God, it's like having to talk to a vegetable right now. Nothing I ever say seems to mean anything to you at all, and you just keep moving around with no aim. You want to know why the hell nobody cares about you guys? Because ever since your children were young, you treated them like items and nothing more than that. So now, when you both are in trouble and could really use a family that loves and cares for you, you're fresh out of luck because you never bothered to nurture such a family. But you can accept that you're to blame for every single bit of what's happened to you guys, and now you're taking it out on people who have nothing to do with you. What the hell is actually wrong with you? Both of my in-laws have done so much for me in such a short period of time, more than any of you ever did for me. I can't even begin to think about forgiving you now after you both got them involved in your goddamn irrational nonsense.
The reason they both had to suffer is because of you, right? This has all happened because you never came home to help your parents when they asked for your help. So this is all on you.
I'm going to make sure both you and your husband are made to regret everything you've ever done. I've already gone and shown the police and the fire chief the footage of you that was on the security cameras. Really soon, here the both of you will be arrested. I hope you're ready to serve the rest of your lives in prison.
What? The police? What kind of bullcrap are you going on about now? We are your actual parents, right? It only makes sense for a child to be punished for going against their parents like you had.
You cut that bullshit out right now. I am not your toy anymore. I will not allow either one of you to cause any more lives to be ruined because of the kind of shit you both love to dish out. Also, I'm going to be having a baby really soon since I'm pregnant now. So in order to protect my husband's and my child from you both, I'll go to the ends of the earth making sure you can't get to us.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? You're pregnant with your dead husband's kid? Are you saying that we have a grandchild now? Hold your horses, I never knew that. I never thought there'd be something for us to celebrate now. You should have told us that sooner. Well, this is a more important time than any to have your parents there to help you out, right? I will apologize to you for what all has happened, as long as we can get back together, all right?
You're finished. Now that you've burned down this family's house, we're leaving town, and you won't ever be able to find where we move off to. Now get your ass ready to sit the rest of your meaningless lives in a prison cell and pray to God that you pass away soon like my husband did. After that, both of my parents were welcomed to the sounds of police sirens approaching their house from all directions, as at least 5 cars were heading in to encircle them. By that point, neither of them had much to lose, but at the same time that only made them more dangerous, and so my mom ran to the basement to try to get to the gun safe. But as soon as she got her hands in the lock and was going to get it open, the police told her husband to open up the door, which of course he didn't listen to, prompting them to break it down and tackle him. And just as my mom got the gun safe open and was reaching into it, an officer at the top of the stairs tasered her, and she dropped like a wasp hit with a wasp spray. The both of them would be handcuffed and placed in the back of 2 different squad cars, and would be taken to 2 county jails where they would spend the rest of the night being questioned. Then the following day, my mom's crimes were all over the news, and my in-laws' house was torn down after we salvaged whatever else we could from inside. We managed to pack it all into the back of a small trailer, and that was attached to the back of my in-laws' truck, which they would be driving in. I was tasked with taking their smaller car to the dealership, where I'd sell it for whatever the price offered to me was, and then they'd pick me up before taking off. Myself and my baby, along with both of my in-laws, moved to the other side of the U.S., where we are now living in a brand new mansion, waiting for the day my baby is born. We all made sure that the house would be in really good location, with plenty of parks and playgrounds for the future, as well as a really good school system and a really good hospital. As far as both of my in-laws are concerned, I'm not going to have to find myself a job or anything either after my baby is born. And my father-in-law even said to me that he'd delay his retirement another year, all to make sure he had enough money to support me. Of course, I'm not going to make him have all that pressure placed on himself, and will pick up a part-time job at the very least later on, and that's the very least that I could do. Neither of my parents were able to pay my in-laws for their burnt-down house, but that wasn't a problem for them, just as long as my parents were sent to prison for life, for 4 cases technically of attempted murder on top of those arson charges. And now that they've been put away for life, we can all finally let out a sigh of relief and look forward to the warm family I'll be creating with the introduction of my in-laws' grandbaby.
I just can't accept that my genius mother, who aims for the medical school, is a high school dropout. It infuriates me. How dare you, a person of such low academic standing, pretend to be a mother? I absolutely hate you. Oh, here we go again. Samantha, you do realize that just aiming for something doesn't make you a genius, right? Anyone can aspire to be something even without being exceptionally talented. Plus, you're already over 20 and have repeated a year. What? Age has nothing to do with genius. And you know what? I learned from Dad that you're a high school dropout. The reason I'm not passing the exams is that your blood is holding me back. Samantha, I understand that you're feeling angry and want to take it out on someone, but don't you think that's a bit too much? It sounds completely unreasonable. But it's impossible for someone as brilliant as I am to fail the medical school entrance exam 3 times. How much longer are you going to keep dragging me down? I'm not trying to drag you down, you know. I genuinely think it depends on your efforts. Huh? Are you saying it's my fault for failing the medical school entrance exam? Well, yes, I suppose I am. After all, you're the one taking the exam and failing it. You could try to come up with other excuses, but the primary reason lies with you. What are you talking about? You're just shifting responsibility. How can you say something like that? Would it kill you to say something a little more supportive? Aren't you supposed to be my mother? But I think it's better to tell you the truth. It's more important than sugarcoating things. Samantha, as your mother, I truly want to be a support for you, even when you say terrible things to me every day. That's why I want to confront you directly without holding back. What do you mean you love me? It's unbelievable that my mother has such a low academic background. It's laughable how someone like you can lecture others. What do you want, Samantha? By belittling me like that, what do you hope to achieve? I want you to get out of my life. You're not needed in my life. Oh, you really do say sad things, don't you? And can't you please stop begging Dad for money? Huh? What are you talking about? Don't act all innocent. It's pointless. I know that you're borrowing a large sum of money from Dad, okay? He might stay silent about it, but I've seen him regularly prepare cash and leave the house, making sure it's not noticed by me doing the handover outside, right? Bart would say something like that? Don't you dare casually call my dad by his name. Well, he is my husband, so I can call him by his name. But is that story true? Preparing cash and going out? I've seen him putting tens of thousands of yen in an envelope multiple times. It always happens when you're not at home. So you're the one receiving it outside, right? Just because Dad works for a prestigious company and earns a high salary doesn't mean he has money to waste on you. I have to talk to Bart about this. Just get out of here.
So what's this about? You said you had something to talk about? I'm working right now, so could you keep it short?
Well, it might just be me overthinking things, but I heard something from Samantha. She mentioned that you've been putting cash in an envelope and leaving the house regularly. Is there something going on?
Huh?
Samantha seems to think that I'm the one asking you for money. But is there something else going on?
What are you talking about? Look, I'm an adult, all right? There are times when I just need cash for certain things, that's all.
Maybe that's true, but you know how sharp Samantha is. She notices everything. It's hard to ignore her when she picks up on these things.
Well, that's not my problem, is it? She must be confused or something. I don't have any secrets.
Are you sure? This is really just a misunderstanding, right? There's nothing questionable about what you're doing?
Questionable? What's that supposed to mean? There are plenty of times when having cash on hand is just necessary. Like paying bills, for example.
But as far as I know, the household bills are set up to be automatically withdrawn from my account.
Right. Well, either way, I'm not doing anything wrong, I promise.
There's something else I should tell you. Yesterday, a woman came to our house. She asked for you by name. Is Bart here, she said?
What?
I told her you weren't home, and she just said she'd come back another time. She specifically asked me to tell you Bailey came by, and then she left.
You're serious? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I'm sorry, I meant to bring it up last night, but I forgot. Do you think this woman might be related to the cash withdrawals you're making?
Wait, what are you getting at? I don't know any woman like that. This has to be a case of mistaken identity.
But she specifically asked for Bart. She was very clear about it.
Then it must be someone from work, all right? Probably one of our employees, or maybe a former client or something like that.
Well, if that's the case, wouldn't she have used your last name? Instead, she called herself Bailey. And honestly, if she's work-related, why would she know our home address?
Damn it, this is ridiculous. I told you I don't know her. Now I really need to get back to work.
Hey, Samantha, can you explain what exactly is going on here?
Oh, you must have gotten back to the house.
Why is all of my stuff gone? What on earth happened?
Well, the thing is, we decided it was time to kick you out. You must have been getting in the way of my studies, and honestly, a high school dropout like you isn't suitable to be my mom anyway.
Kicking me out? What did Bart say about this?
Of course, Dad was totally on board. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten this far. We've decided to sell all your stuff and use the money to help cover our living expenses.
So that's why Bart's been leaving my messages on read and not replying? Things have gotten complicated, haven't they?
No, it's really quite simple. You're getting kicked out of the house and that's it. All your stuff is gone from here anyway, so you might as well leave right away.
Did you really hate me that much?
Obviously, it's miserable having a loser like you as my mother. If you're gone, I'll definitely be able to get into med school right away. Plus, it'll be great to not have a freeloading parasite who barely earns anything but eats up all the money.
This is really going too far. I have tried my best to understand you, to be patient, but I can't tolerate this any longer.
Oh, is that so? But what exactly can a lowlife like you do? Just go live strong and independent after we've abandoned you. You're just a failure of a mother after all.
Well, it's not like I was really your true mother anyway. Because your real mother is that other woman.
What? That other woman? My real mother? What are you even talking about?
Listen, Samantha, the truth is I'm not actually your biological mother. You're your father's child from a previous relationship.
What? Really?
Yes, I never thought I needed to tell you before, and I didn't feel it was necessary. But since we're breaking off our parent-child relationship, I might as well tell you now.
You're kidding. This is actually amazing news, huh?
Is that so? I figured you might say something like that.
Well, obviously. I mean, it's been painful thinking I was actually related by blood to someone as lowly as you. Finding out we're unrelated? This is the best. So let's just never see each other again.
Even though I figured you'd respond like this, hearing you say it still hurts.
But then, who exactly is my real mom? She must be someone super smart, beautiful, and amazing, huh?
Your real mother is a woman named Bailey. She's the one who's been blackmailing Bart and trying to take over our house.
Wait, what? Why would my mom be doing something like that? Are you jealous or something? Give it a rest with these lies.
Bailey has massive debts, so she came back to town, found Bart, and tried to extort money from him. She's been blackmailing him.
Blackmail? With what kind of leverage?
Your father's having an affair. And not just with anyone, it's with the only daughter of one of his company's major clients.
What?
Bailey happened to come across some evidence of the affair. Since she was in desperate need of money, she decided to use it to blackmail Bart. As you know, Bart works at a prestigious company.
If this affair were to come to light, his career would be ruined in an instant.
Dad, an affair? Well, given that his wife is a loser like you, I guess I can understand why he'd want to cheat.
You have a really terrible personality, Samantha. You honestly need serious help.
Wait, so what happens to us now? What is Bailey planning to do next?
I have no idea, and besides, we're no longer family, are we?
But
I need to start looking for a new place to live, so I'll be going now. I'll miss you, but try to stay strong.
wait! Dad, hey, I heard from Mom. She told me that my real mother is someone named Bailey. Is that true?
What? Jessica actually told you that? Did she tell you anything else?
Yeah. She also told me that Bailey has proof of your affair and that she's blackmailing you with it. Apparently she's been demanding money from you because of it?
Forget everything that woman told you. It's all lies. Do you hear me? Everything is a total lie. You understand that, right?
But
Samantha, are you really going to believe anything a lowlife like Jessica says? Look at her. She's a high school dropout, barely getting by with a part-time job. She's nothing like me. We're not even in the same social league. Who are you going to trust, her or me?
then who exactly is Bailey? I've seen you leave the house with cash in an envelope before. And recently there have been women showing up at the door that I don't even recognize, ringing the doorbell.
There is no Bailey. You're my daughter, mine and Jessica's. Everything you've been told is completely fabricated. You mustn't believe any of it. Got it?
All right, I understand.
What the hell did you do? How could you possibly tell Samantha everything? Did you even stop to think about how she might feel when she learns the truth? She could be devastated by this.
Oh, spare me the drama. Don't pretend you care about her feelings. You're only worried about yourself. That's the real issue here, isn't it?
Shut your mouth. Why do you even know about Bailey? I never told you anything about her.
I mentioned that a woman named Bailey came to our house. When she was here, I took the opportunity to ask her a few questions, and she revealed quite a lot to me. She told me about your affair.
Hold on a second. You're actually believing her? She could be lying to manipulate you.
From her perspective, I'm not her enemy, so she has no reason to lie to me. She even shared some details about how horrible you were when we got married.
What? You can't just take her word for it.
The reason for our divorce was your infidelity, Bart. You used your connections to intimidate Bailey and forced her to give you her child. You wanted to raise a perfect child to enhance your own status. I can only imagine how you manipulated her into doing what you wanted.
And what proof do you have that any of this is true?
Are you really that clueless? She has all the evidence she needs. If she wanted to, she could ruin you whenever she wanted.
What?
Right now, she's just playing with you. She's probably thinking that after she squeezes every last penny out of you, she'll drop all the evidence.
You have to know her. Please, just talk to her. I'm genuinely sorry for everything I've done. I'll apologize as much as she wants. Just get her to stop this.
You have some nerve asking me for help after you kicked me out of the house.
Kicked you out? What are you talking about?
You really don't know? My things are gone from the house. Samantha told me Dad and I decided to kick you out. I'm done with this. I'm moving back to my parents' place.
What? Did she actually do that? I was just joking about it. I never meant to kick you out.
It doesn't matter. The fact is, I've been thrown out regardless of what you intended. I'm exhausted with this entire situation.
Please, just convince Bailey to stop. I'll pay her whatever she wants. I can't deal with this threat anymore.
You're going to have to handle that yourself. You created this mess.
But you have to understand, I was only trying to manage things. I never wanted it to come to this.
Well, it has come to this. You think it's all about you, but Samantha's caught up in the middle. You're so wrapped up in your own issues that you don't even see how it affects her.
I know, I didn't want her to get hurt, but this is all out of control.
Exactly, and you brought this on yourself. Maybe if you had thought about the consequences of your actions, we wouldn't be in this position.
I was stupid, I see that now. I never thought it would go this far.
Well, it did, and now we're both suffering because of your choices. I have to think about Samantha now. She's the one who needs to be protected from all of this chaos.
You think I don't care about her? I do! I just didn't want it to end up like this.
But it has. You need to own up to your mistakes. It's time to face the truth, Bart. Running away from it won't help anyone.
So what do you want me to do? Just sit here and wait for Bailey to destroy everything?
No, you need to confront this head on. Talk to Bailey, but be honest this time. Stop pretending everything is fine when it's not.
And if she won't listen? What if she doesn't care about my apologies?
Then you'll have to deal with the consequences of your actions. You made this mess, it's up to you to clean it up.
I just want to protect Samantha. She doesn't deserve any of this.
Exactly, so start acting like it. Be a father for once and stop thinking only of yourself.
You're right. I'll do whatever it takes to make this right.
I hope you mean that because we're all counting on you to step up.
I will. I promise. I'll talk to Bailey and make this right no matter what it takes. Samantha, why did you do something unnecessary? Who do you think you're living off of?
What? What do you mean, who do you think you're living off of? What's going on here? Dad? What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? How could you kick Jessica out? You have no idea how complicated things have become because of your actions.
But Dad, you agreed with me, didn't you? I thought you'd be happy that I took that step.
What are you even talking about? How old are you? Are you really that stupid, still acting like a child even after turning 20? I've been pouring money into your medical school trying to support your future as a doctor. I wish I'd never bothered to fight for custody if this is how it's going to turn out.
Dad, is this really you?
If you hadn't kicked Jessica out, there might still have been some hope left. But now it's over. There's no one who can stop Bailey from doing what she wants. Your future is finished too. I'm done supporting you financially.
Wait, please, I get it. I'll bring Bailey back. Just don't abandon me, Dad, please.
I don't care. I'm already on the brink of destruction myself. As for you, I lost all hope the moment you failed your exams twice. You're an adult now. You can fend for yourself. Do your best to survive.
Please wait, Dad, I'm begging you. Hey, I'm really sorry. Oh, it's rare for you to apologize. What's brought this on? I've been abandoned by Dad. Everything Mom said was true. He only thinks about himself. Oh my, calling me Mom now? Well, that's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? But it does make me happy to hear you say that. Right? I've misunderstood you until now, but from now on I'll do my best to be a good daughter, Mom. Well, even with that, it doesn't mean we get a happy ending here. What do you mean? Don't you think that just because you and I made up, everything is okay? What you did isn't something that can be fixed with just an apology. I understand that. That's why I want to keep apologizing until you forgive me. What are you saying? Apologies won't change anything. No matter how many times you apologize, it'll be useless. 0 times anything is still 0, you know. You want to go to medical school, yet you don't even understand basic math? No, then what should I do? It's simple.
You'll have to compensate me for the things you carelessly threw away.
Okay, that sounds fair. Yes, I'll pay. I promise I will.
Just remember, there were many important items in what you threw away that I used for work. If you plan to compensate me for everything, it's going to add up to quite a bit of money. Are you really okay with that?
That's... But I'll manage. I really will. I am genuinely remorseful.
Oh, is that so? Well, then I'll also need to get compensated for emotional distress. After all, I've been insulted by you repeatedly.
Emotional distress? How much is that going to be?
Well, I'll have to talk to my lawyer about it.
A lawyer? Isn't that a bit too extreme?
Of course not. I've been deeply hurt by this whole situation. Plus, you'll need to have a considerable amount of money for yourself, won't you? You'll need to find a new place to live, after all.
Wait, no, but I already have a home.
Bart is going to face ruin soon. He'll be drowning in debt.
What do you mean?
Once that happens, that house will be taken by the bank in no time.
So, does that mean I'll be living with you?
I have no interest in living with strangers.
Strangers? But that's... Please, wait a moment.
Give it up. You'll pay me compensation and then we'll part ways.
That's so cruel. I mean, you may not be my biological mother, but you're still a mother figure to me.
Oh, really? Well, let me tell you one last important thing as your mother. You've blamed your failures in medical school on my genes, but since we're not blood related, that's incorrect. It's simply a matter of your own lack of effort. You need to remember that.
But I really tried.
Did you? Because if you did, you would have succeeded. Excuses won't get you anywhere.
I know. But please, can't we just start fresh? I want to make things right.
Starting fresh is fine, but it doesn't erase the past. You have to understand that.
I do. I really do. I just want a chance to prove it to you.
Proving it will take time, and it's not just going to happen overnight.
I'm willing to put in the effort. I just need your support.
Support comes with accountability. You need to take responsibility for your actions first.
Okay, I understand. I'll take responsibility. Just please don't give up on me.
It's not about giving up on you. It's about making sure you learn and grow from this. Life doesn't come easy, Samantha.
I get it. I'll work hard to make things right. I promise.
Good. Just remember, it's not just about saying you're sorry. It's about showing it through your actions.
I will. I'll show you that I can be better, that I can make you proud.
Then let's see if you can follow through on those words. Actions speak louder than words, after all. I made the difficult decision to block Samantha's phone number and sever all communication with her. This choice came after much deliberation and reflection on the state of our relationship, which had become increasingly complicated and strained over time. Initially, our connection had been filled with warmth and laughter, moments where we could lose ourselves in each other's company, sharing dreams and aspirations. However, as the months wore on, those happy moments became overshadowed by misunderstandings, disagreements, and an ever-growing sense of dissatisfaction that hung over us like a dark cloud. I found myself constantly questioning the dynamics between us, wondering where it had all gone wrong and what had led us to this point of no return. The act of blocking her number was not just a simple gesture, it felt like a declaration of independence. It was a way to reclaim my life and my mental well-being after months of emotional turmoil and uncertainty. I had poured so much of myself into the relationship, and it had started to feel like I was losing my identity, my sense of self. I knew deep down that Samantha needed to learn how to be self-sufficient and independent. I had supported her through various challenges, but it became evident that my constant presence had allowed her to rely on me too heavily, stunting her growth as an individual. As I made this decision, I felt a tumultuous mix of relief and sorrow. The relief came from finally taking a stand for myself, while the sorrow stemmed from the painful acknowledgement that it had to come to this. I had loved Samantha deeply, and it was painful to acknowledge that despite our best efforts, we had drifted apart. In the back of my mind, I hoped that this separation would lead her to reflect on her life choices.
enabling her to learn the importance of self-reliance and responsibility. I wanted her to find her own strength and resilience in the face of adversity, understanding that true independence often arises from overcoming challenges. Navigating through the emotional landscape of our breakup was not an easy journey. I sought comfort in my close friends and family, those steadfast allies who had been my support system throughout our relationship. They had seen the ebbs and flows of my emotional state, often sensing the underlying tension that had been building between Samantha and me. Over cups of coffee and long discussions, they encouraged me to focus on my own needs and happiness, emphasizing that it was time for me to prioritize myself. Their unwavering support reminded me that I was not alone in this journey, that I was surrounded by people who cared deeply for my well-being. During this time, I decided to take a step back from romantic pursuits, giving myself the space I needed to heal. I wanted to focus on rediscovering who I was outside of a relationship, to reconnect with my passions and interests that had taken a back seat during my time with Samantha. I felt a yearning to reclaim my individuality, to embrace the aspects of myself that had been overshadowed by our dynamic. This process of self-discovery became crucial as I navigated the uncharted waters of life post-breakup. As I worked through the legal aspects of our situation, I sought out alimony and damages that I felt were justified, given the sacrifices I had made during our time together. The process of navigating the legal system was daunting, filled with long meetings, documentation, and negotiations. Each session served as a reminder of the commitment I had made to myself, to reclaim my life and assert my needs. It was not just about the financial compensation, it was about recognizing the emotional toll our relationship had taken on me and ensuring that my voice was heard in the aftermath. While I was dealing with my own emotional upheaval, I learned that Samantha was struggling in her own right. Reports indicated that she had accrued a significant amount of debt, forcing her to abandon her dreams of attending medical school. It was disheartening to hear about her predicament. Even though I had chosen to cut ties, a part of me still cared for her well-being. I understood how crushing financial burdens could be, and I couldn't help but feel a pang of sympathy for her situation. Samantha's struggles served as a stark reminder of how life can take unexpected turns. It was a lesson in the fragility of dreams and the importance of resilience. I hoped that this challenging period would serve as a catalyst for her growth, pushing her to confront her circumstances with determination and strength. It was my sincere wish that she would find the ability to rise above her difficulties, learning to navigate life's challenges independently. I wanted her to discover her own potential, to harness her abilities and strive toward her goals, even if it meant taking a detour from her original plans. The weight of our shared history lingered heavily in my mind, like an anchor pulling me back into the depths of emotions I was trying to rise above. I often found myself reminiscing about the good times we had shared, the laughter, the inside jokes, the dreams we once had. It was hard to let go of those memories, as they were intertwined with my own growth and experiences. However, I understood that clinging to them would only prolong my pain. As I reflected on our relationship, I came to the realization that we had both changed, evolving into different people with different aspirations and desires. Accepting this reality was a necessary step in my healing process, a step that would allow me to move forward with a clearer perspective. Meanwhile, the fallout from Bart's actions continued to unfold, drawing my attention further into the web of emotional complexity surrounding our circle of friends. It had come to my attention that he had faced severe consequences after Bailey exposed his infidelity. Not only did he lose his job, but he also found himself ostracized from the industry he had once thrived in. This was a significant turn of events, and it forced me to reflect on the complexities of relationships and the unpredictable nature of life. Bart had always presented himself as confident and successful, but the truth had a way of unraveling facades, revealing the vulnerabilities that often lie beneath the surface. Hearing about Bart's downfall stirred mixed feelings within me. On one hand, I felt a sense of justice. On the other, I grappled with the moral implications of reveling in another person's misfortune. His betrayal had caused pain to many, including me, and yet I also recognized that everyone's capable of making mistakes. I found myself in a moral quandary. Was it right to feel satisfaction in his suffering, or should I extend empathy towards someone who had caused so much hurt? As I navigated my emotions, I reminded myself that it was important to remain grounded in my values. I sought to find a balance between acknowledging the pain he had caused while also recognizing the complexities of human nature. I wanted to remain open to the lessons life had to offer, allowing each challenge to shape me into a stronger, more compassionate individual. I understood that empathy was not only a gift I could give to others, but also a gift I could give myself in order to foster my own growth and healing. Reports indicated that Bart had become homeless, and this news shocked me to my core. It felt like a grim culmination of his choices, a harsh reminder that every action has consequences. As I processed this information, I couldn't help but feel conflicted. While I didn't wish ill on him, the reality of his situation evoked a complicated blend of pity and vindication. It was hard to reconcile the idea that someone who had wronged so many was now facing such dire circumstances. I wanted to approach his situation with compassion, but the weight of the betrayal made that a challenging task. Bailey, on the other hand, seemed to find solace in her successful revenge against Bart. She had every right to seek closure after the pain he had inflicted on her, but I could only imagine how empowering it must have felt to watch him face the consequences of his actions. Yet I couldn't shake the feeling that revenge, while temporarily gratifying, often comes with its own set of burdens. I wondered if Bailey would ultimately find peace in her choices, or if the satisfaction would fade over time, leaving her grappling with the emotional aftermath of her decisions. I wanted to reach out to her to see how she was coping with everything, but I also understood that she needed her space. As I contemplated these matters, I realized that navigating relationships often required a delicate balance of empathy, self-protection, and growth. Each person's journey is unique, and while we may not always understand the choices others make, we can learn from our own experiences. I wanted to remain open to the lessons life had to offer, allowing each challenge to shape me into a stronger, more compassionate individual. It became clear to me that my journey toward healing and self-discovery was intertwined with the experiences of those around me, creating a complex tapestry of growth and understanding. During this tumultuous period, I found myself rediscovering the beauty of solitude. There was something empowering about spending time alone, allowing myself the space to reflect on my emotions and thoughts. I began to appreciate the quiet moments, the stillness that came with solitude. I turned off my phone and stepped away from social media, seeking refuge in the simplicity of being present in my own life. I prioritized self-care, engaging in activities that brought me joy and fulfillment. In the midst of this newfound solitude, I discovered the joy of journaling. Writing became a therapeutic outlet for me, allowing me to process my emotions and reflect on my experiences. I poured my heart onto the pages, documenting my thoughts, fears, hopes, and dreams. Each entry was a step toward understanding myself better, a way to untangle the knots of confusion that had formed during my relationship with Samantha. I found comfort in the act of putting pen to paper, as it offered me a sense of clarity and purpose. Through journaling, I began to explore my aspirations, reevaluating what truly mattered to me. I set goals for myself, small, manageable ones that felt attainable yet fulfilling. I started to cultivate a vision for my future, one that was rooted in authenticity and self-discovery. I recognized that the journey ahead would not be without its challenges, but I felt a renewed sense of determination to embrace the possibilities that lay before me. As I ventured further into this journey of self-exploration, I made a conscious effort to step outside of my comfort zone. I sought new experiences, immersed myself in activities that ignited my passion and creativity. I joined local clubs, enrolled in classes, and even volunteered for community projects. Each new endeavor presented an opportunity for connection and growth, a chance to engage with others who shared my interests and values. I found joy in these interactions, creating new friendships that provided a support system as I navigated this transformative period in my life. Amidst all these changes, I was continuously reminded of the importance of living authentically. I wanted to be true to myself, to honor my values and beliefs as I forged ahead. I realized that authenticity is not just about being true to oneself. It also involves embracing vulnerability and allowing oneself to be seen by others. I began to shed the fear of judgment and opened myself up to the possibility of genuine connections with those around me. I sought relationships that felt nurturing and supportive, ones that encouraged mutual growth and understanding. As I reflected on my past, I recognized that every moment of joy, pain, and heartbreak had shaped me into the person I was becoming. I had learned that growth often emerges from the ashes of difficult experiences, and it was crucial to embrace both the light and the shadows of my journey. Each lesson that I learned added depth to my understanding of love, relationships, and self-worth. The relationship with Samantha had taught me valuable lessons about boundaries and self-care. It had shown me the importance of recognizing when to let go, even when it feels painful. I learned that it's okay to prioritize oneself and to walk away from situations that no longer serve one's growth. While the end of our relationship was undoubtedly challenging, it also marked the beginning of a new chapter in my life, one filled with potential and opportunity. In this pursuit of self-fulfillment, I was determined to cultivate a life filled with passion, creativity, and meaningful connections. I wanted to forge a path that aligned with my true self, one that resonated with my values and desires. I held on to the belief that every experience, good or bad, contributes to my growth, shaping me into a more resilient and compassionate individual. As I embarked on this new chapter, I felt a renewed sense of purpose. I was excited to see how my journey unfolded, eager to embrace the challenges and joys that lay ahead. I recognized that life is a continuous cycle of growth and transformation, and I was ready to navigate it with an open heart and adventurous spirit. The world was vast and filled with possibilities, and I intended to seize every opportunity that came my way. I envisioned a future where I could continue evolving, becoming the best version of myself, one step at a time. I wanted to celebrate my victories, both big and small, and honor the journey that had led me to this point. I sought to embrace the complexities of life, welcoming both the joys and challenges that would undoubtedly arise along the way. As the months passed, I remained committed to my personal growth. I surrounded myself with individuals who uplifted and inspired me, fostering relationships that were rooted in respect and mutual support. Together we navigated the intricacies of life, sharing our dreams and aspirations as we encouraged one another to chase after them. I began to explore new avenues of creativity, embracing the artistic expressions that had always resided within me. Whether it was painting, writing, or photography, I found joy in capturing the beauty of life and channeling my emotions into creative endeavors. This newfound passion became an essential part of my identity, allowing me to connect with myself on a deeper level. In this session of self-discovery, I also took time to nurture my physical health. I started exercising regularly, engaging in activities that invigorated my body and mind. Whether it was hiking, dancing, or practicing yoga, each movement became a celebration of life and vitality. I felt in tune with myself, embracing the energy and strength that resided within me.
Hey Aubrey, I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I can finally meet your parents. Ooh, I'm nervous.
Don't be. Actually, you're gonna only meet my mom.
Oh, what? I thought you were going to introduce me to both of your parents.
My dad has work tomorrow because he's a pretty busy man, so my mom will meet and judge you and your parents.
Didn't you bother to talk to him about this? We're engaged.
I wanted to, but he doesn't have the time to talk. Plus, he's pretty strict.
I see. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? My dad took a day off from work tomorrow because he thought he was going to be able to meet both of your parents. And what do you mean, judge? That's kind of harsh.
Hey, my mom took a day off also, you know. Be thankful.
Why are you mean all of a sudden?
How am I mean? I just told you that my mom took a day off, so appreciate that. My mom and I are pretty close, so I hope that you guys can talk peacefully.
Pretty close and loves me? Do you mean a normal mom and son relationship, or do you mean obsession?
She's just strict and wants to maintain a good relationship, okay? She also looks out for everyone in the family because we're all doctors except for me. I didn't tell her that I failed the USMLE exam, so can you keep that a secret?
Oh, that's right. You told me about your family to me before, but not that much. Why didn't you tell her that you failed? She'll eventually find out, you know.
I don't want her to hate me.
Yeah, but lying will ruin your relationship with her. That's up to you, though.
I think she won't find out, so can you promise me?
Okay, then it'll be your fault if something happens, though. See you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
The next day. I don't know where you are, but get the fuck out of my house. I will not let you be a part of this family. Self-employed father, are you serious? We're in the car and ready to leave. Why are you so mean? You didn't need to throw your drink at me and talk shit the whole time. Didn't you realize that Travis was really embarrassed? So what? Self-employment is not a decent job. You just want his money and take advantage of him because he's nice, right? I need to warn him to not marry you. I'm going to find a better woman for him, so can a poor trashy bitch leave him alone? How did you jump to that conclusion? Don't worry, I will leave him alone. I just want to know why. I thought that as soon as your dad told me that he's self-employed. Is there something wrong with that? Self-employed people struggle financially, so you probably plotted something with your father. You were keeping an eye on Travis because you heard that he's a doctor, right? I've seen a lot of bitches like you, so I know. There is no way I'm going to let him marry you. It's sad how you judge people and talk shit even though it's not true. I'm not judging, it's the truth. I'm not one of those people, though. Why don't you listen first? It's a waste of time listening to those people. Wow, you are such a disgusting person, and you know what? I'm glad that I'm not going to be in your family, so thank you for not approving. Say that as much as you want because it means nothing to me. Also, stop acting tough because I bet you're crying right now. I'm not. My dad and I are planning a dad-daughter date right now because we're off from work today. Can't believe that you have the nerve to think about that now. Why? You kicked us out, plus I'm done with Travis, so we have free time. I will call off the engagement right now. He always listens to me, so don't think about arguing. Please, go ahead. There is nothing to argue about. Great. Don't think about changing your mind. I won't allow him to get married to someone besides a doctor. I'm so glad I was able to know about this earlier. Otherwise, I would have let a loser be a part of my family. I'm so glad my husband didn't meet you guys. I won't change my mind, so don't worry. Your husband is a doctor too? Why would I tell you? I just asked you a question. And I will not answer it because it doesn't matter to you. Okay then. Just to let you know, Travis is gonna face some problems. Will that be okay for you? What the hell are you talking about? Are you threatening me? No, I'm not. I'm just making sure if it's okay for you, and looks like you are. Yes, because I know nothing is going to happen. Anyways, I guess I'll start looking for his new wife because there should be plenty of women better than you out there. Such a good feeling to get rid of a bitch who's a waste in this family. Why don't you marry someone at your level? Don't you ever think about taking back Travis, okay? Bye! I hope you have fun with your lame-ass dad. Can you stop talking shit about my dad? He didn't do anything to you. No, I won't. I have to laugh because he has some nerve to introduce himself to his elite family. Hate to break it to you, but my dad owns a hospital. What? Owns a hospital? What do you mean? Well, you would have known if you'd listened to him instead of cutting him off. I wanted to talk to you before about this, but if I do, it seems like I'm bragging, so I didn't say anything. I didn't expect for you to make fun of him and look down on him and end this way. Do you want to know something else? Travis is a nurse there. What do you mean Travis is a nurse? You don't know anything? He failed the USMLE exam, so he's not a doctor. He's just a nurse who works at my dad's hospital. It was easy for him to get in because my dad is a head doctor there. What? He didn't tell me about this. He didn't want to tell you because he was afraid that you would hate him. It must have been hell listening to you talk shit to the hospital director. Wait, so let me get this straight. Your dad is a head doctor and owns a hospital? That's what I've been saying. He said self-employment because he's a medical practitioner, but he should have explained it in more detail. But I'm glad to see your true colors, so I thank my dad. Are you serious? You're the head doctor's daughter? Yep, and also the female doctor who will be the next head doctor. What? Seriously? Yes. Speaking of doctor, you were bragging how your family are all doctors, but I found some interesting facts because I thought something was fishy. So your husband is a pharmacist, and your other son went to medical school but failed and is jobless now, right? Pharmacist is in the healthcare field, and both of my sons are doctors because they went to medical school. Here's a little lesson. Pharmacists are people who hand out and explain medicines prescribed by the doctor, and just because your sons went to medical school doesn't mean that they are doctors. They are doctors! You need to pass exams and get licenses and certifications in order to become one. Everyone knows that. By the way, Travis doesn't know about this, right? I wonder what he'll think about this. Are you going to tell him? I was going to, but he doesn't matter anymore and it's a waste of time, so no. He will eventually find out, though. Also, you're only a stay-at-home wife. You don't even work and you have no right to make fun of people working. I wonder how you made him believe that you're working, though. You're so rude. Rude? You're the one that's rude. You look down on people and make fun of them if you find out they're not doctors, even though you and your family aren't. Also, isn't it sad to brag about having a family of doctors even though it's not true? Do you need to always one-up someone? Sorry, but this is me. Hey, Aubrey, if I agree with you marrying Travis, will you forgive me? I was misunderstanding something. Actually, it's also your fault because you didn't tell me anything, so since we're both in the wrong, it's fine, right? No, it's not. Why? Are you really gonna ask why? Hey, I will apologize to you as many times as you want, so do you think we can make up and get along? You can come by to have some coffee, okay? It's scary how you change your attitude as soon as you found out I'm a doctor. Sorry, but the engagement is off, so no thank you. We will not get back together, and he'll probably quit the hospital. You didn't think that an actual doctor would come and meet you, right? What? Why? You don't need to be that mean. Mean? All I did was decide not to get married to him, because I don't love him anymore, plus, don't want someone like you in my family. What will happen to his job, though? Oh, don't worry. I won't tell him to quit, but I think he will, though. He'll definitely feel awkward because he just broke up with the head doctor's daughter who's going to be in his position. You don't need to break up with Travis. I'm telling you that you can marry him. I just talked to him and he said that he wants to marry you. You deserve someone like him, so I will allow for you to marry him. If you guys do, can you make him the head doctor? So you want me to marry him because of that? I told you that he's not a doctor, so of course not. Well, why don't you be his assistant and teach him? That way he can learn things and be a good doctor. That's illegal because he doesn't have a license or certification. You seriously don't know anything, do you? If you still don't understand, just search it on Google. Now, will you excuse me? I'm spending quality time with my dad right now. Before you go, I advise you to admit to everyone that you were lying about your family. I will do that, so can you please come back? Of course not. We're done. No, please. Now, do you know how real doctors act like? The total opposite of you. You should change your attitude, but I know that you won't listen to me, so bye. Get the fuck out of my face. After the incident, Travis ended up quitting the hospital because he felt awkward being there since everyone gave him the cold shoulder. His rumor was spread throughout town also, and since he had trouble finding a new job, he moved to a small town in the middle of nowhere. As for Travis's mom, she faced the consequences of her actions. Her husband divorced her for being rude to others and lying about everything. Her family members cut ties with her for the same reason, and she now has nobody who can help her. I don't know where she is now, but I really don't care. This shows that it's very important to listen to somebody until they finish talking, otherwise you might misunderstand and cause trouble to others and especially yourself.